Today I am Christian F. Domingo from BSc 3G, and I will be discussing a problem under the subject dynamics of rigid body. So this problem is about the relative motion of acceleration. So this is the problem. The crank OB has a constant clockwise angular speed of 1500 revolution per minute. The angular velocity of AB is 29.5 rad per second. For the instant when the crank angle theta is 60 degree, determine the acceleration of the piston A and the angular acceleration of the connecting rod AB. So this is the figure or illustration of that um, said um, instant. So here in this problem said that the crank OB has a constant clockwise angular speed or omega, which is equal to 1500 revolution per minute. Then the angular velocity for AB is 29.5. So the angular velocity of our AB is 29.5 rad per second, and our theta is 60 degrees. So first we are required to determine the acceleration of the piston A. So this is the piston A. It's we are that we are solving, or that. So we have a formula for for the acceleration. Acceleration of A is equal to acceleration of B plus the acceleration of AB relative, or pwede natin siyang paghiwalayan. So acceleration of AB relative normal, and the other one is tangent. So acceleration of A to B relative tangent. So that is the formula for computing the acceleration at A. So we don't have values yet, so we will be computing it. So first our AB. So our AB is equal to R times angular velocity square. So first is our acceleration of B. So here the acceleration of B. So our radius is 5, so 5 inches. So substituting it, 5 inches is our R, but we need in meters for us to compute it, para mas madalian tayo. So I divide it by 12 for it to be feet rather not meter. So feet. Then I multiply it by our angular velocity. So our angular velocity, as said in the problem, is 1500 revolution per minute. So it is the crank OB rather. So 1500 revolution per minute. It is in revolution. I need in radian. So I'll convert it in radian per second. So 1500 revolution convert into radian. I multiply it by 2 pi. Then converting per minute to per second. So I'll divide it by 60 for 60 seconds. So this is bracket. Now calculating this, I'll get 1500 times 2 pi divided by 60. Oh, sorry, this is square because it is angular velocity square. So 1500 divided by 2 pi divided by 60 square times 5 divided by 12. So I get 10,280 feet per second squared. So this is our acceleration of B. So next, we'll calculate the acceleration of our AB normal. So our acceleration of A to B relative normal is equal to also radius times angular velocity square. Now our radius now is 14. Why? Because this is that one. The 10. The R here is the line AB, and the measurement for that is 10 plus 4 inches, so 14 inches. So I'll substitute it. 14 inches. I need in feet, so I'll divide it into 12 for it to be feet. Then multiplied by our angular velocity. Now the angular velocity here is not the 1500. Now the angular velocity, as said in the problem, the angular velocity for AB is 29.5 rad per second. So I'll just substitute the 29.5 because it is already in rad per second. So 29.5 square. So now our acceleration AB relative normal is now 29.5 square times 14 divided by 12 is 1050 feet per second square. 1015 feet per second square. So now we know this one. I'll just make this smaller because 14 divided by 12 times 29.5 square is equal to 1015 feet per second square. Because I will draw another figure here. So that we just calculated the acceleration of our B and the A to B relative normal. Now we graph it. So this is the graph. From this point, we draw the acceleration of our A. So this is that one, directly horizontal. Why? Kasi yung ating ito, yung parang box na to ay wala siyang movement na vertical. So horizontal lang siya kasi napipigilan siya ng dalawa na to. So this is a piston. The movement ng piston natin ay horizontal lang. So, so that is our acceleration of A. Then, next, our acceleration of B is kapag ganito. So, this is our acceleration of B. Then, sunod naman natin is yung acceleration natin ng A to B tangential. So, another reference point. From this point, yung ating tangential ay ganito. And yung ating normal naman is directly or perpendicular sa ating tangential. So, tawasan ko ito. So, this is that one. This is perpendicular, 90 degrees. So, this is my A, acceleration of A to B, tangential, and this is my acceleration A to B, normal. So, next, we will now calculate for the A, but first, we will calculate the angle here that makes the angle from the horizontal to our acceleration A to B normal, A to B relative normal. So, calculating that, our beta is also equal to this one. I'll show you why. But first, we calculate for beta. From this triangle, from triangle ABO, so this is O. From our triangle ABO, it is not a right triangle again, so the sine law and cosine law will be used here. So first, I'll erase this one because we already know that our angular velocity is 1500 revolution per minute. So, continuing, solving for the angle beta. So we have a value for our theta, which is 60 degrees. It is said to the problem that our theta is 60 degrees, and we have two sides. So this is 14 and this is 5. So we can now calculate B by sine law, because this is B or beta sine or rather 5 sine beta is equal to 14 sine beta or sine 60. So now our beta is equal to arc sine of 5 times sine 60 divided by 14. So it is 18.02 degrees. So now we have value for our beta, which is also equal to this one. Why? Because as I said, our normal is parallel to this one, and if it is parallel to this one, therefore obviously it is uh, the beta is also this one. So that's it. Next, we calculate for the A. So first we calculate for the horizontal component. So our horizontal component of A, or name it AAH, is equal to 10 to 8 uh 10 to 8. This is our AV, and our this is 60 degrees. Cosine 60 plus um 1015, or our AAV relative normal cosine 18.02, our angle here. So 1015 cosine 18.02 minus, right, minus, yeah, right, minus our A tangential, A of AB tangential. We don't have a value for our tangential yet. Tangential. So our this is horizontal. So sine divided by sine minus A AB tangential divided by sine 18.02 degrees. So that's how we solve for our horizontal component of AH. So next, our vertical component. So I name it AAV. So it is equal to, if it is vertical, just change the cosine to sine. So 1028 sine 60, but this time our this one will be negative. So minus 1015 sine divided by sine 18.02. Then this is that one. Now it is also negative pa rin siya. So minus A B tangential this sine. So now cosine naman siya 18.02. So from this one, from AB makukuha from this equation makukuha natin yung value ng tangential natin. Why? Kasi wala tayong vertical component ng acceleration ng piston A natin. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, horizontal lang gawan yung movement niya. So computing it, this is 0. So now our AB relative tangential is now equal to 90.31 feet per second square. So we now calculated the value of our AAB tangential. We can now calculate the acceleration of our A. Acceleration of our A horizontal is also our A is also the acceleration of our A. So, substituting the value of our tangential to this equation, we will get the acceleration of our A na 331 feet per second square. So, ito na yung ating value ng acceleration ng A natin. So, next, nakocompute natin is yung angular acceleration of the connecting rod AB. So, angular acceleration, meron tayong formula for angular acceleration which is A tangential multiplied by I or divided by R. Galing to sa A is equal to angular acceleration multiplied by R. Yung A na to, di ba? Kung meron tayong point dito and point dito, nung nagagawa ng isang circular path, meron siyang acceleration na tangent dun sa path na yon. Then, masasabi ko na yung A na to is A tangent. So, dun galing yung ating formula na ito. So, substituting the given, yung ating A tangential, which is ito, AB tangential, is 90/31 divided by our R. Kasi, ang hinanap sa atin is yung acceleration ng connecting rod AB. So, ito yon. So, yung ating acceleration dito. So, meron siyang curve path dito. So, yung ating radius is 10 plus 4. So, 14 inches. 14 inches. Divide ko siya sa 12 para maging feet siya. So, kukuha natin ito is 90/31 times 12 divided by 14. So, makukuha natin ay 7,740.857. So, or simply 7,740. So, baba ko na sulat. Equal siya sa 7,740.86 feet per second square. So, yan na yung ating angular acceleration nung ating rod AB.